Harry had the chance to speak with a man who played a pivotal role in Michael Jackson's career, one of his closest friends, Quincy Jones.
Legendary music producer Quincy Jones helped transform Michael Jackson into the king of pop. He produced Jackson's biggest albums, including Off the Wall, Thriller, and Bad. And he remained close with Michael Jackson ever since. Quincy Jones joins us from London. Q, the question I got to ask you, now that there are several days have passed by, have you had a chance to really process this? And what have you been thinking about most in these days since Michael's death?
Absolutely not. It's almost surrealistic, and I have no way of processing it. In my wildest dreams or nightmares, I never thought that he'd leave before me.
What did you see in Michael that maybe he didn't even see in himself? Because if the two of you don't get together, Michael Jackson does not become the enormous superstar that he became.
I met him the first time at 12 years old at Sammy Davis's house. We were watching a video that Sammy had on his performance on the Ed Sullivan Show. And there's no question about it. Since 5 years old, he's been a phenomenon. And then I started to see him in the context of a film, which I'd done many films as a composer and a conductor. And I started to see him memorize everybody in the film's dialogue, all of their songs, all of their steps, everything. I've never seen anybody that could just digest and focus and concentrate and be involved in something. At one point, when he pronounced Socrates' name, he pronounced Socrates, and to correct him, I said, Socrates, Michael. He looked up, he said, really? And it was, I just couldn't help it. I said, I'd like to take a shot at producing your first album. And he went back and told the record company, they said, no way, Quincy's too jazzy. Michael was crying.
Really?
And I said, don't worry about it, man. We'll be all right.
It's close to midnight.
To have worked so closely with Michael Jackson, to have these amazing collaborations on these 3 albums, these kind of culture-changing albums, and then to subsequently see what happened to Michael, did that break your heart?
Well, yes, it does. But you know, I've been in this business 60 years, and success is an amazing animal. It's a very complex animal, and nobody can really, I'm not a psychiatrist or shrink, I'm not going to try to get philosophical about it. It's a lot to eat, and Michael's been a star since he was 5 years old. I used to ask him when go to his home in Havenhurst, how did you feel about all these people in front of your house all the time? He said, I've seen it all my life.
We are the world.
You knew him on a personal level. We all watched from this other prism, from a different distance. Was he comfortable in his own skin?
I'm not sure. At times I didn't think so. I don't think he would have gone through the surgical things he went through.
What are you going to miss the most about Michael?
His presence and his soul and his genius talents.